In this video, we're breaking down Warrior 2. Warrior 2, your feet are going to come out really, really wide. You want to take up a lot of space. Wider than your hips. Okay, the confusing part when you're new to this is that you're asking each side of your body to do something different. So that's why repetition is going to be your best friend in learning these postures. So we're going to turn one foot. Let's just always go right first. Makes it easy. So turn your right toes external. External, it means away from the midline. Bend your knee. If it's a lot of sensation, you can make your knee track behind the ankle. We always want to go for the stacking of the joints, so knee over the ankle is where we want to get to. And then when you're ready to train deeper knee flexion, you can take your knee past your ankle. There's no right or wrong way to be. Just find where works for you. And then I want you to take your right hand to the outside of your knee, because most of the time the knee's going to collapse in. That's completely normal because this muscle right here is much bigger than this one. So we have to be intentional. So take your knee, track it towards the pinky toe. Take some intention there. That's why I'm going to take your hand there, press your knee into your palm so you can feel that. You're going to feel it right there in your hip crease too. You're activating your adductors here. Now, what I see happen a lot is we lose awareness of what's going on with that back foot. Sometimes those toes are turned out, knee is bent. So you're going to also turn your left toes in. I always like to say they're trying to play peekaboo with that front leading foot here. They're curious what's going on up there. So turn your left toes in towards the midline and your right toes away from the midline. And that's why it takes a lot of effort, is because your left side of your body is doing something completely different than the right side of your body. All right, next, after we build up from our feet, we're going to take our arms and we're going to lengthen them out from fingertip to fingertip. So it's like you're reaching your fingers out and pulling away from your shoulder socket. Contract your left glute, contract your left quad. So just squeeze tight. Expand your fingers as far away from one another as you can get them to go. Now, next, we're going to fix your gaze. Turn your gaze over your right middle finger. Shoulders are not up here towards your ears. They're pulling down, shoulder blades down the back here. Now, your breath. 3 breaths. Enduring the sensation, allow it to be. In. Long exhale. Control it slowly. Good. As you can tell, it's a lot of work. So we're going to switch to the other side. So turn your right toes in as far as they can go, and then turn your left toes out. So right toes internal, left toes external. Now, grip with your right glute and quad, bend into your left knee. Track your knee towards that pinky toe. Grab the floor with all 10 toes. Good. A lot of times what I see here is, I'm going to turn my back to you. There's a lot of times I see in this Warrior 2, the tailbone sticking out, and we get this, and I see a lot of like arching back here and rib cage sticking out. So I want the tailbone lengthened, and that's what happens when you squeeze your glutes and track your knee towards your pinky toe. So I'm going to turn back around. Left knee bent, right leg straight, tailbone lengthened, which is going to make the pubis bone come up towards your rib cage. You're going to take your rib cage down towards your hip points here. So they're coming towards each other, creating that length in your tailbone, more access to your deep inner core here. All right, add the arms. And then reach through those right fingertips. Reach through your left fingertips. Fix your gaze over your left middle finger. Keep all of that to integrate. Toes grabbing the ground. Knee tracking towards pinky toe. Glutes engaged. Rib cage down. Spreading across the collarbones. Breathe. You're letting your muscles build the memory to be here. So you're telling them what you want them to do. In the beginning, it's hard. Okay, so now turn your feet towards the midline, toes towards the midline. Inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, warrior two to the right. Track your knee, spread through your collarbones, turn your gaze. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, pivot. Lengthen up through the arms. Exhale to the left. Turn your gaze. Sink in. After you integrate all those alignment cues, feel it in your body, add your breath. Don't worry about perfection. You're learning here. Let's go. One breath, one movement. Inhale, middle. Exhale, right. Inhale, middle. Exhale, left. Inhale, middle. Exhale, right. Inhale, middle. Exhale, left. Good. Now you do it. Hold the posture for as long as you can. Count how many breaths you can hold, and then do the other side and measure it. The longer you can hold it, the stronger you are getting.